Over at Walt Disney World, the Animal Kingdom Park is one that has a stage show set to return, and that is the Finding Nemo stage show. That's right, the Finding Nemo musical is being reimagined, if you didn't know. My News 13 reports that Finding Nemo the musical stage show at Disney's Animal Kingdom is being revamped and will debut as Finding Nemo The Big Blue and Beyond this summer. Disney shared a sneak peek of the show on Friday, providing new details about the changes that will be made. Set in the Marine Life Institute from Disney Pixar's Finding Dory, The Big Blue and Beyond has a new script as well as new set pieces and a new LED video wall. One of the new physical set pieces will be a 32-foot long sunken submarine. Other changes include the runtime. The former show was about 40 minutes long. The new show will clock in at 25 minutes. The show will feature both live performers and puppets, as some songs from the original show, such as In the Big Blue World and Go With the Flow, will still be featured. Disney is looking to relaunch this attraction very soon, this particular stage show, this wonderful musical that will no doubt bring us all kinds of joy once again. Tyler, what sort of value do you imagine a stage production like this has in the parks for guests, especially when it comes to a place like Animal Kingdom? People look at that park as sort of a half-day park, we've heard it referred to.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I mean, like any show at a theme park, I think, honestly, the biggest value, especially to the theme park itself, is that these shows are like people eaters. They take in a bunch of people, and that takes people off the streets, out of lines of rides, things like that. So it really does balance out the park a little bit better. And especially with Animal Kingdom's situation, like that show, there's only two things on that end of the park, and it's Everest and Finding Nemo. And like, it was so strange when we were there a couple months ago, having both of them closed, and that whole part of the park was just completely dead, which, says to me that just means that everybody that would be in that part of the park is filling up, the rest of the park. And so it just creates more traffic and all that. So it's really good from that perspective, from an operations perspective, to finally have a show coming back. I know they have like the kite tails and things at Animal Kingdom, but just having a theater production that is going to suck some people in, that's going to be such a great thing. And of course, I mean, there really isn't that much to do at Animal Kingdom, like ride-wise. So I think just having that in general is going to be just a great thing to have back. And going back to the people eater thing, I think I saw that they're changing the show from 40 minutes to 25 minutes. And I think that's just going to allow them to get more audiences in, and they're probably going to do more shows a day than they used to. And so I think it's going to be great all around for Animal Kingdom. And I think it's going to be great to see another show again. And we've seen them use an LED wall like that before with like Frozen at the Hyperion.
Right.
And they can do some really cool effects with that stuff. And I can't imagine how it's going to look with the water and everything. So I think it's going to be really an exciting thing to see. That show, Go With the Flow, Big Blue World, those have been classic songs that were actually, speaking of Frozen, they were written by the couple that did the music for Frozen, right?
That.
I'm pretty sure. So
wow, that's awesome.
So I mean, they're classic songs that you could still hear Big Blue World in Epcot when you go on the Finding Nemo ride.
That's right. Yeah.
But it's going to be good to have them back in a show sense as well. So it's going to be a good time.
One of my favorite shows too at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Looking forward to having that back. Click Orlando reports that over at EPCOT in Walt Disney World, Disney's getting ready to open its new Connections Cafe and Eatery inside EPCOT, announcing the restaurant's opening date to be this coming Wednesday, April the 27th. The company said Connections Cafe is something guests can stop by and enjoy some food inspired by delicious cuisines from around the world. You're going to love this new quick service restaurant. Disney's website reads, the restaurant's design is inspired by Walt Disney's original plans for Epcot and features two distinct dining experiences, according to the company, a cafe and pastry shop on one side and an eatery serving lunch and dinner menus on the other. The restaurant is located to the left of Spaceship Earth, and Connections Cafe features a mural spanning one entire wall called Global Gathering, which is meant to highlight people from around the world gathering around food, the company said. The floor floor also features inlays inspired by Walt Disney's 1966 Florida project site plans, according to Disney. Now, we understand that this restaurant has already opened in a soft opening form, so people are already stopping in and enjoying some global food. Katrina, what does a menu like this mean to you in a park like EPCOT? Certainly, EPCOT is known for food.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is a good thing because, again, it is kind of like a refuge for people to come and get air conditioning. They redid all of the booths, and so if you like look on Twitter feeds and stuff, everybody's like super excited because there's outlets at a lot of the booths. There's USB ports at the booths and stuff, so you're able to kind of like grab something to eat, charge your phone, charge whatever you need to do, and kind of just relax, and you're able to like have a drink or something, and like pizza, burgers. I will say that it is kind of like the basic Disney food fare with just a little bit of worldly flair to it. So you got like burgers and pizzas and salads, which are kind of like, I don't know, basic. But I mean, it's cool that they have like a French burger and like a Mediterranean burger, a banh mi. So I think those are really interesting. Like there was a Southwestern burger that seemed like really interesting. Like I was intrigued by it because it had like, what was it? Corn chipotle salsa, Oaxaca cheese, and like chamoy and like guacamole spread. And I was like, okay, like this seems interesting. Like I'm intrigued by it. And then there's like a tikka masala pizza that's vegetarian, which is kind of interesting. Like I can't have it, but it sounds okay. And so I think it's just like it's something interesting and different, especially like I don't really think there's not like a lot of quick service food items available in EPCOT. It's more like little bites and eats. So except for like Regal Eagle, and I love Regal Eagle, but a lot of people don't really like barbecue. And so I think this is like another option for people to have, and they're able to like get, burgers and pizzas and like, a basic kid's chicken strip meal, because you can't really get chicken strips anywhere in EPCOT. So if you have like a picky kid eater that just wants chicken strips and fries, then this is their place.
Outside of refreshment pours, I think. Yeah. It's rest in peace, Electric Umbrella.
I love that name, I love the whole idea of it, But then you walk in there and you're like, I'm not eating here.
When I have world cuisine out my back door here, I don't think so. No.
I think it was because they're open late. That's the only time I did Electric Umbrella. I mobile ordered and I grabbed like my gluten-free chicken nuggets and fries, and I was able to eat it right before like not Harmonious, but the Illuminations. Before I was like, I ran, grabbed it, came back, and like stuck my face as I'm watching Illuminations.
Outstanding.
Thank you, Electric Umbrella. Electric Umbrella.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.